It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny Smith is here. Shaquille O'Neal. Big guy right there.
Ow.
Moments away at Wells Fargo Center, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Detroit Pistons. Well, for Detroit, they've yet to win against this squad this season. 2 games, 2 losses. We'll see if their luck changes tonight. And tonight, we get to see one of the faces of the NBA, Blake Griffin. He's battled a number of injuries, but Kenny, he's still one of the league's better power forwards.
He gives you a lot of things, Ernie, and I really believe if he didn't get injured early on, he would have been higher in the MVP voting last year. Terrific passer, tries to improve his range every season, now shooting threes.
Kenny, what are you talking about? Everybody gets injured. Let's just talk about how he adds a physical presence. You know, it's too bad him and Chris Paul could never reach the finals together.
Well, I'm not going to argue with that.
Me either.
You don't want to argue.
That does it for us. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.
Knock you out.
Mama said.
Bustling Philadelphia on I-95, a gorgeous night for basketball. Welcome to the city of brotherly love. It's game time in Philadelphia as the crowds at Wells Fargo Center look to cheer on the 76ers. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, and we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. First game of this trip here for the Pistons. They're hoping to start it off with a W. Steve, how about just getting along? I mean, obviously you want to win and play well, but what about teammates just getting along?
You know, Kevin, I love it because I think there's an expectation if you don't get along, you can't win. There are some teams you can see these two guys don't like each other, and they still win. But then the teams that is sustained for a long time is the teammates that get along. What you want to do is set, goals that's realistic. And if you can do that and obtain that, then you have pretty much a good team.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. The big men are Griffin and Drummond. Kennard is out there with Jackson, and it's Robinson in at the 3 spot. Now here's Saric. In the game against Detroit, very impressive. Shot clock at 6. Here's Covington. No good on the shot. Good D by Drummond. Now let's send it over to DA, who is able to talk with Coach Brett Brown.
Well, Kevin, it's no secret what drives their defense. He said our shot blocking makes a huge difference. We protect the rim, and that jump starts our fast break. And I expect nothing different tonight. Kevin, they're looking to wrap up the season series with a 3-1 lead. We'll see if they can get it done. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Sounds like he really wants them getting after it at the defensive end.
And I expect to see them very active here early, contesting every shot and battling for every rebound.
It's a game plan that's going to take a lot of effort and energy. But if they can pull it off, it'll make things that much easier for them at the offensive end.
Now here's Griffin. He had 31 points in the win against New Orleans.
And he caused major problems with his defense as well. He had 4 steals by the time the game was over.
Now here's Fultz, following the miss by Griffin. Now here's Fultz. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Detroit.
And he really made an impact defensively. His 4 steals were huge.
Jackson kicks to Griffin. Baseline try, and that one off the back of the rim and in.
This is where Blake does most of his damage. Just get him the rock inside the paint.
Here's Fultz. And Jackson with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Philadelphia with the ball. The shot by Redick, no good.
And that's the look this offense is designed to produce.
Always frustrating when you do everything right, yet just can't complete the play.
Now here's Griffin. He's one of the most resourceful scorers you'll ever see. He's generating an average of around 33.5 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Robinson. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. And that makes it a tie ball game. For Philadelphia, they've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Redick against Griffin. Redick finds Saric. And no good that time. And it's Detroit the other way. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
I just thought the defense was porous. Got any shot they wanted, really, for most of the evening.
I'll give them credit. Even though they were facing very little resistance, they refused to play down to the level of their competition.
Robinson passes to Drummond. And the basket is good. Drummond's got his first 2 points of the night.
Taking a hit, completing the play, Drummond with the excellent body control there.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. The 76ers again can't hit it. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Here's Robinson. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. The 76ers trailing. Here's Saric. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Saric nails them both.
It's a luxury to have a big man who can shoot free throws this way.
Jackson kicks to Griffin. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Over Saric. No good off the back of the rim.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And J.J. Redick, a longtime vet in the NBA, but still plays with a lot of energy.
And Redick said he feels like he's been revitalized in the last few seasons with his change of scenery, playing with more joy, and has always been explosive off the ball in his efforts to get open. You can see when he's on the floor, the whole offense seems to pick up their energy.
Jackson kicks to Robinson. Six to shoot. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. The 76ers shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out. Now Muscala still looking for his first bucket in this one. Outside, Redick. The pass to Fultz. Over Griffin. Detroit with the rebound. And that one is good. Griffin's got his second bucket of the night.
And this is the value of letting the play develop. You find the weakness in the defense.
Redick surveying the D. Good D by Drummond.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D's just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Blake Griffin has made significant improvement as a shooter over the years. He's been working with his shooting coach. He's rewired his shooting form.
Steve, you talk about Griffin changing his shooting form. How is it different now than when he started?
Well, he releases it now on the way up, jumping straight up and down. A higher release gets more arc on the ball. Making a new motion feel normal takes a tremendous amount of work and repetition.
First one falls for him. And for Detroit, a lot of changes, Greg, in their front office this past offseason.
A new GM and Dwayne Casey brought in to coach. Could see a drastic shift in style and approach for the Pistons moving forward.
Griffin hits them both.
Despite all the injuries, Griffin was given the big contract. That kind of thing is a guessing game, but with high stakes.
Fultz the pass to Redick. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. And the 76ers with some changes. Amir Johnson's checked in for Muscala. Chandler comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Crawford in for J.J. Redick. Here's Saric. Rebounded by Jackson.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
Now here's Drummond. Following the missed shot by Dario Saric.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Fultz with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
I really like the awareness from Fultz. It has an ability to know when one of his guys is wide open.
Philadelphia shooting their third free throw shot of the game. And the 76ers making a change here. McConnell's checked in. Ish Smith, he's checked in for Detroit.
One shot.
Steve, offenses have gotten so good at stretching the floor. What are defenses doing to counteract that?
I think that what they're doing right now is they're having guys with the versatility of switching, because if you run pick and roll and you can switch, it keeps everybody in front of you. And I think also right now they're having multiple guys and going deeper to have guys who are in foul trouble that they can look down to their bench and they can play 10 or 12 guys on their roster.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
The 76ers have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. For the Pistons, Pachulia, he's checked in for Drummond. John Lure comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Reggie Bullock in for Kennard.
One shot, gentlemen.
Here's Smith. He had 13 points in the win against New Orleans. Pass to Lure. Unloads. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Lure's got it all tied up now for the Pistons.
You can see there the defender allows himself to get picked.
You know, it's all about effort. Sometimes you're going to get hit on hard screens. You just have to fight through them.
Out to the right wing. And there's the call on Dario Saric. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
Korkmaz checked in for Dario Saric. And Detroit has possession. Robinson, that's good. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Trailing by 2. The dish to Johnson. Knocked away. Stolen by Bullock. Smith for 3. And there's the call on Pachulia. That is his first foul of the game. The 76ers shooting 31% here early on. Not getting the shots they'd like. McConnell kicks to Chandler. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And here's Smith. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Outside Robinson. Back to Smith. Pass to Robinson. 6 to shoot. Lure the pass to Bullock. Smith for 3. Crawford with the rebound. The 76ers leading. On the wing, Chandler. Guarded by Robinson. Pachulia with the steal. Passes it to Bullock. Fires the 3. The shot, no good. And the 76ers go the other way with it. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
I mean, they were so impressive offensively. And when you do that, that can really help you on the road.
It's one thing to play inspired defense in that situation, but to get in that kind of offensive rhythm away from home, phenomenal.
Now, here's Bullock after the miss from Crawford. Bullock with it. That one drops for him. And the Pistons lead by 1.
And this is what it's all about, guys. The competitive spirit, the energy that we're seeing. This one's got the feeling like it's going to go down to the wire.
I'm loving this one. It's been back and forth with these lead changes. It's probably going to just come down who has the ball last. The new head coach of Detroit is Dwayne Casey. They're lucky he was available. He guided the Raptors to a franchise best 59 wins last season, and he was the coach of the year.
Now here's Lure. He kicks it to Bullock. Out left to the wing. Here's Robinson. It's hauled in by the 76ers. And it goes to show you that any coach can get fired. Casey, one of the most successful, highly regarded coaches in the league, and Smitty still got let go.
If you learn about all he's overcome, all the tough jobs he's worked in the past, you knew he'd take it on the chin and keep on trucking.
Now, here is Smith. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Lure up top. Jump shot is good that time.
Taking what the defense offers up, Smith with good vision there finds the open man.
McConnell kicks to Johnson. Back to McConnell. Chandler against Robinson. Chandler's shot, good. Chandler's got 5 now. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Now, here is Smith. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Now, here's Lure. Back to Smith. With some arc. And the layup is up and in.
And this is the perfect type shot for Smith. In close, he can just arc it over the top.
McConnell with it. He's against Smith. And he makes that one. McConnell's got his first bucket in this one.
The beauty of the teardrop. Very difficult to really contest.
Detroit's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Smith finds Pachulia. Bullock with it. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Robinson for 3. The rebound by Johnson. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Their last encounter was in Detroit, where they were able to handle the Pistons.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
Now here's Crawford. His last outing, he had 8 points. And there's the pass to McConnell. From deep three-point range. No good that time.
Have to credit the defense of Crawford, really putting his exceptional long arms to good use.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Philadelphia ahead. They lead by 1. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
I mean, really good with their post presence, and it's really allowed them to establish a physical tone here in the first.
Well, you know, in this era, everybody likes the three-point shot. I like their commitment to pounding the ball inside.
The Pistons trailing. On the court for the Pistons, they've got John Lure. Smith is out there with Reggie Bullock. Then there's Pachulia. And it's Robinson in at the 3. He gets it in there.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
We know analytics is in the NBA to stay. In fact, it's expanding every season. Do players pay as much attention, do you think, to the advanced statistics as the coaches in the front office and the talent evaluators do?
You know, I think players more and more, Kevin, now are looking at these numbers and trying to see where they can get better at in different areas. They use those numbers when it's an advantage for them during contract time. They definitely run right to those analytics and say the reason why they should be paid more. So, but I still think the coaching staff in the front office has a heavily balanced on using it more than players.
Using them selectively is what you're saying.
To their advantage.
Yeah. The Pistons shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Brett Brown coached the Sixers team through some really lean years. Now, the promise started to show last season, but he said, I don't feel close to the notion that we've arrived. I'm hardened, just doing my job and moving forward. Kevin?
And continuing the process, D.A., thanks. Here's Bullock. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. This one for 3. Robinson, that's good. Robinson's got 6 here in this quarter.
He's been so consistent scoring the basketball. It has helped him tack on to this lead.
Here's McConnell. The teardrop falls in. And the 76ers lead by 1.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Johnson against Pachulia. Here's Bullock. From outside, off the mark.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3. And he runs the floor with a purpose that time. Excellent play.
You know what? And a late reaction by the transition D takes it himself uncontested.
And the Pistons with possession here. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. With the floater. Johnson with the block. And here we go with Chandler running it up the court. Crawford, no one around him. Off target with his 3. Pistons trailed by 3. Outside Robinson. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Detroit, no good that time either. Philadelphia leading by 3. There's Crawford with the 3. Bullock with the rebound.
Not a big threat from out there. You see why the defense backed off a little.
Smith outside. For the 3. Outside for Robinson. Pass to Bullock. Smith outside. Over Crawford. and it comes off the front of the rim.
And they could have used that trying to cut into this league. He's been off all night.
Sinks the triple. Crawford's got 5 now.
Crawford has been a solid outside shooter throughout his lengthy career. Got to at least get an arm up as he's going up.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
You know, for the most part, their perimeter D is holding up, but they might have to sacrifice some of that to close down the lane.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Andre Drummond's checked in for Pachulia. Griffin comes in for Lure. Kennard, he's checked in for Glenn Robinson III. And it's Jackson in for Ish Smith. Redick with the bucket. And now it's an 8-point Philadelphia lead.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Bullock dishes to Jackson. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Pass to Kennard. Now here's Bullock, covered by Redick. And it's Bullock missing.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot. And you know what? They've been on a nice run here, had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
I totally agree. They just can't be stopped. They're just firing on all cylinders.
Kennard kicks to Drummond. It's stolen by Fultz. Covington wide open. He fires. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Detroit. It's a 13-point game. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Now here's Jackson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. They could use a bucket. 7-foot shot. Off the left rim and out.
Yeah, it just seems whatever they do, nothing's working right now to stop the bleeding.
It takes an effort on both ends of the floor, and you have to find the right matchups to exploit.
Here's Šarić. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nice D from Griffin. Detroit's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them.
You know, and Reggie Jackson, a really solid first season and a half in Detroit, but the last 2 seasons, injuries have really held him back.
Now here's Jackson. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Drummond, blanketed by the D, fights to the rim for the layup. Drummond's got his second bucket.
Entertaining trip down the court. Good defense, but Drummond beats it with a strong move.
Here's Šarić. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Šarić has got the lead up to 13 now for the 76ers. And Reggie Jackson in 2016-17 battling knee tendonitis. Last season, Greg, a severe right ankle sprain.
I mean, he's so important in terms of his impact for the Pistons. An athletic, physical player. When he's right, he can be a difference maker on both ends.
Philadelphia with the ball. Following the 3 by Detroit. Covington in the corner. Shoots over Bullock. Covington's shot is off.
He likes to work that in-between area. Upset with himself that he couldn't connect.
That shot by Griffin, no good.
You know, I like the competitive fire, but he's still really out of sync.
Up top, Covington. 5 points in the game. Makes it off the glass. Covington's got 7.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And watching Robert Covington and how he plays out there, great 3-and-D guy, the ultimate role player on a team, and he just gels well with his teammates and doesn't force shots.
With a break in the action, let's now bring up the 2K leaderboard and look at the league's top scorers over the past 10 games. Blake Griffin is second.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
Here's Covington. It's good for his 4th bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8. And Greg with Covington, he makes a point with his game to take what the defense gives him.
And sometimes that means Covington will go nights where he shoots very little. He's okay with that. He's focused on efficiency and making the best decision for the team. Only cares about wins and a true team player.
He's very consistent now from the mid-range. Blake able to keep the defense honest.
Fultz kicks to Muscala. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's his third foul of the game.
And that's his third foul. The chance you take leaving him in with 2. Let's see if they'll sit him now until the half.
Redick for 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. Drummond's got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside Griffin. Passes it to Jackson. There's the pass to Kennard. Clock at 4. Kicks it to Griffin. Over Sharch. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Griffin's got 4 this quarter.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Fultz, the pass to Redick. Back to Fultz. Stolen by Jackson. And they're running. And the lead is down inside single digits. Jackson's got his first points of the night.
I mean, taking what the defense allows, Reggie can run the pick and roll in a variety of ways.
Pass to Muscala. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Fultz kicks to Covington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And good that time. Covington's got 11 points.
You know, he had a hot start to this game. He's only gotten hotter. We'll see if the defense makes an adjustment.
Outside Griffin. Over Sharch. Pass to Bullock. It's Drummond, high post. Back to Bullock. Shoots over Covington. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
He wants to help his team, but when you're in position to finish, it's hard to turn that down.
Now, here's Bullock. Knocked loose. In the corner, it's Griffin. It's rebounded by Fultz. Fultz has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Now, here's Fultz. His scoring average sitting at 15 points a game right now. That's a pretty sizable contribution. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Blake Griffin, an all-star for his first 5 seasons in the NBA, but not the last 3. He's still an impact player, though. We'll see if he can crack the roster in the East.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, as we all know, Blake Griffin, Steve, possessing breathtaking athleticism, but injuries certainly have been a concern.
You're right. A lot of it, just bad luck. A teammate falls on your knee. That kind of thing happens. But his skill level is starting to complement his power. I think he'll be fine.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Johnson, he's checked in for Mike Muscala. Chandler comes in for Sharch. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Markelle Fultz. Now here's Crawford. He has 5. The 11-footer. It's Drummond with the rebound.
Well, just think what's happening here. He hasn't found his groove, yet they still hold the lead.
Here's Kennard. Guarded by Crawford. Kennard, the pass to Smith. Robinson against Covington. Robinson finds Griffin. Shoots it up. It's deflected. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Chandler. The shot, no good. Nice D from Griffin. Pistons trail by 8. Lets it go from deep. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
He's in a beautiful rhythm. Right now, he's knocking down shots, and he has that scorer's mindset.
McConnell scanning the floor. Over Smith. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Well, if you're the coach, you're frustrated right now. That's exactly the look you're trying to get on offense.
Here's Robinson. Doesn't go for him. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Now Smith. 12 seconds left in the second quarter. He kicks to Griffin. Over Chandler. Here's Drummond. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Drummond's got 4 points now in the quarter.
No, they didn't put enough body on Drummond. He has too much talent for that.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what is your impression of the first half?
I think we played. And I thought we found a really good balance of posting and pace. It's what we've been talking about. And I thought our defense, for the most part, was excellent.
A good start. We'll see how they finish. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. Robert Covington has been the story in this one. He had 13 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 steal. He has bounced back nicely from what was a tough night for him in their last game. Judging by that first half, he's back to his old self again. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, they've been rewarded for dumping the ball inside, keeping the defense honest. You have to mix it up. A little bit outside, a little bit inside. Now that separates teams.
Shaq, what'd you think about the Pistons?
Well, if you can't shoot the ball, you might want to stop chucking it up. They keep trying the 3, but it's not going down. They're relying too much on the 3 ball. Way too much. It's good when it's falling for you, but when it's not, you have to try something else.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Covington at the 3 and Saric at the 4. Fultz and Redick are in the backcourt together. And it's Muscala in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And it's Drummond with the jam.
I mean, tremendous body control in the air. Andre with the easy catch and flush.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now here's Fultz. Passes to Muscala. Redick with it. Defended by Drummond. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Covington. But they recover it.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Detroit Pistons, trailing by 5. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Here's Drummond. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
You know what? He tried to lay it in at the point of attack. Just too much defensive pressure on that play.
And Saric kicks to Fultz. The pass to Muscala. To the wing right side. The shot by Saric, no good. Pistons trail by 5. Jackson passes to Drummond. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Covington's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Fultz. Puts it up from 12. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
You know, coming out of the half, you want to set the tone for the rest of the game. But going 1 for 4 is the wrong way to do it.
Now, here is Robinson. 12 points for him. Rebound by the 76ers. Muscala's got 4 rebounds in this game. And the wide-open shot from Redick. Great look, but off the mark.
Terrible beginning to the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
Here's Kennard, covered by Redick. Kennard kicks to Robinson. High, arcing shot, and he sinks the layup. Robinson's got 14 points for the game.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Pass to Muscala. Dishes to Saric. Griffin with some nice D. Pistons trail by 3. Here's Kennard. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Count it.
A nice move, attacking in the paint with confidence.
For Philadelphia, they've gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Fultz with the ball. Jackson on him. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. The first one falls. And with as much news and worry that Fultz's jump shot has caused, you forget just how deadly he is going at the rim.
Yeah, has no problem cutting through the defense like a hot knife through butter. I tell you, Ben Simmons said he hates guarding Fultz in practice as it is impossible to stay in front of him. Just a very shifty player who uses his great handles to get into the teeth of the defense.
Korkmaz checked in for Robert Covington. Detroit also making some changes. Pachulia, he's checked in for Drummond. And Lewis subbed in for Blake Griffin. Korkmaz kicks to Redick. Another miss by Philadelphia.
You know, on a pretty good night for these guys overall, his shooting has been the biggest weakness.
Kennard's shot is off. Philadelphia's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Korkmaz. Softly drops in the floater. Korkmaz has got his second bucket.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
Left side Jackson. It's tipped. Fultz with the ball. Outguarded by Pachulia. Fultz the pass to Saric. Here's Korkmaz, guarded by Jackson. And Saric kicks to Fultz. 6 on the shot clock. With the shot. And no good. Now the Pistons take it the other way.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Jackson. Got a piece of it.
And love how high Fultz gets on these rejections, utilizing his terrific length to spike shots back.
And that can't happen. Missing the wide open chip shot.
Here's Kennard, covered by Reddick. Right at the free throw line. Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Kennard.
It looked like the defense just flat out froze out there. Clear breakdown in communication to allow that easy bucket.
Now here's Saric. He's got 9. Over Lure. Saric, that's good. Saric has got 11. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Pistons. Outside Robinson, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Mike Muscala. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers with some changes. Chandler comes in for Mike Muscala, and it's Crawford in for J.J. Redick. And a switcher also for Detroit. Bullock's checked in. To the wing on the left. Puts up a 3. No good on that one. Philadelphia leading by 4. Chandler down low. We're covering. Fultz the pass to Chandler. Over Lure. And slam dunk by Saric.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Sheer hustle and will out there. He wanted the ball more, and he went up and got it with some style.
That one misses from Saric. Steve, now that you've had a little time away from the game as a player, what are some of the things you notice now that maybe you didn't notice when you were playing before?
Well, I think right now the emphasis on nutrition. Kevin, I did not take that serious. I thought I could eat whatever I wanted to. And I think also right now I look and love what is going on technology-wise as far as guys being able to use technology to help their game and to enhance their game.
And that one falls for Jackson.
Reggie Jackson, a great season and a half spent in Detroit. Since that time, injuries have slowed him down.
Johnson, he's checked in for the 76ers. T.J. McConnell comes in for Markelle Fultz. And a switcher also for Detroit. Kennard, he's checked in for Reggie Bullock. And so Jackson nails both of them. And Jackson dealing with knee tendonitis, Steve, then last season a serious ankle sprain.
Grade 3, as bad as it gets. One of the league's most imposing point guards. He's got to be right, though.
Now here's Crawford. 5 points in the game. Shot clock at 6. Johnson in the corner. No good on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Jackson. He sinks the 11-footer. Jackson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Able to switch gears at a moment's notice. Jackson beating his man off the dribble.
McConnell with it. Now Smith defending. Chandler scanning the floor. Knocked loose. It's taken away by Smith. Here's Kennard. 7 points in the game. Pachulia kicks to Lure. Outside Jackson. That's tipped. Out to Smith. Over McConnell. And too long on the shot. The 76ers leading. Crawford outside. Passes it to Chandler. Johnson outside. Now the pass to Korkmaz. The 76ers again can't hit it. Here's Kennard. Kicks it to Smith. Pachulia against Johnson. Pachulia dishes to Jackson. And he's good on the 3 ball. Jackson's got 9.
Nice play. Usually Reggie prefers to initiate, but this time gets it done off the catch.
Chandler down low. They could use a bucket. It's good. Chandler's got his third basket of the night right there.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Smith, the pass to Kennard. Offensive rebound. And Lure kicks to Jackson. Second shot opportunity, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
The burst of Jackson makes him a hard guy to stick with and difficult not to foul him.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
And that one falls for Jackson.
And not too long ago, Reggie Jackson signed a 5-year, $80 million deal. A lot of pressure on him to earn that money.
Robert Covington's checked in for the 76ers. Both free throws good from Jackson.
This is where he feels 100% comfortable taking all the free points he can get.
Here's McConnell. Here's Johnson. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got 3 assists tonight. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Now here is Smith. Pass to Kennard. Pulls up. And he hits the jumper for 2. Kennard's got 9 points.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, he could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one. Let's see how he plays the next screen.
Here's McConnell. 6 points for him. Here's Chandler. Right through the D for the layup. Chandler's got 4 points in the quarter.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Jackson has the open look. No good on the triple. Philadelphia has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4.
I love how he's willing to sacrifice his body in there, giving maximum effort. That's what it takes on the defensive boards.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 11. A minute 50 left in the third quarter. Excellent D there by Johnson. Crawford against Jackson. Chandler trying to free himself up. And Jackson with the block. Banked in off the glass. Jackson's got 11 in the second half.
The defense having to respect Jackson's outside game. That opened up things for him in the inside.
Crawford with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Chandler down low. 9 points in the game so far.
I appreciate the attack mindset, but with the defense tracking him down, it was probably better to kick that one out.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. Over Crawford. Jackson missing again. And so Crawford will bring it up for Philadelphia. And here's Covington from the arc. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not so unlucky 13 shots.
What a game. This lead just keeps going back and forth.
And here's Smith. And it's Lure, top of the key. Smith kicks to Lure. The 3. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got his 4th assist in this one.
And that's from beyond, guys. Right back at you.
This is looking more like an all-star game right now. Everyone launching from range.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Jackson against Crawford. Pass to McConnell. Pachulia with the steal. Floats one, and it's finished off by Smith as he lays it in. And now it's a 3-point Detroit lead. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Pistons lead by 3. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with us. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the floor for Detroit, the athletic front pair is Griffin and Drummond. Smith and Kennard are in the backcourt, and it's Robinson in at the small forward position.
That's one of his specialties, just squaring up from medium range.
Yeah, he has the height to shoot over most any defender and the touch to make it with consistency.
That one's in there. The Detroit lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Crawford. The Pistons shooting 43% from the field. Smith kicks to Robinson. There's the feed to Griffin. Over Chandler. Lock at 6. Robinson against Johnson. Robinson misses. And for the 76ers, they're shooting at 44%. Pretty reasonable. Chandler outside. He kicks to Crawford. Covington finds Johnson. Bullseye.
And you see the coach saying, no, no, no. Then yes, yes, yes.
Passes to Drummond. Back to Smith. Chandler against Griffin. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Offside Chandler. Yes! And the foul. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Muscala, he's checked in for Johnson. Sharch comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Fulton for Jamal Crawford. That's good from Chandler. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Smith scanning the floor. It's stolen by Fultz. And here they come. Here's Sharch. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. And that's 15 points for Dario Saric.
And on the defensive side, just a failure to match up.
Well, the one thing you want to take away is anything at the rim. Just too easy.
Now, here is Robinson. Shot clock at 5. Back to Drummond. Battles through traffic and lays it in. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 11 rebounds. Feeds it to Muscala. The pass to Saric. Outside, Redick. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Chandler inside the line, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Mike Muscala. That's foul number 2 for him. For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Smith kicks to Drummond. Griffin down low. Charges there. Right side Robinson. Rebound by Moscow.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
Shooting for Philadelphia, Dario Saric. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
And that one falls from Saric. Saric nails them both. Pistons trail by 4. Smith the pass to Drummond. Now here is Smith, guarded by Fultz. Griffin with it. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
When Griffin makes up his mind, he is ready to attack the glass.
Fultz kicks to Redick. Pass to Saric. Back to Redick. Now here's Fultz, covered by Smith. 5 to shoot. And Fultz gets it to go. And the 76ers lead by 4.
And Fultz isn't bashful inside. He feels at ease shooting in the paint.
Pass to Drummond. Robinson finds Griffin. Back to Robinson. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. 17 points for Robinson.
And that evened things out. He had a 3 early in the first half, now gets 1 in the second.
Back to Fultz. Here's Saric. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. Saric has got 6 in the quarter.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Griffin kicks to Kennard. Outside for Robinson. Drummond trying to get himself free. And another 3 for Detroit.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Saric outside. That one wide left. And so Griffin will bring it up for Detroit to take the lead. Tips it.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
76ers have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the 4th quarter. Now here's Fultz. Six on the shot clock. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Markelle Fultz.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Shooting for Detroit, Blake Griffin. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
A free throw drops for Griffin. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And like so many other big men in the NBA, Mike Muscala also looking to become an outside threat.
He's increased the number of three-pointers taken each year, has shown a soft touch, and is a threat from outside. Won't be an offensive centerpiece, but he contributes.
Now Smith, after J.J. Redick's three-pointer that didn't go. Puts it up, and that one's good. Griffin's got the lead up to 5 now for the Pistons. Philadelphia's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Fultz kicks to Saric. Over Robinson. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. And that's 21 points for Dario Saric. Detroit's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Pass to Kennard. Now the pass to Griffin. Fires from deep. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Now here is Muscala. Not a lot of room. Here's Saric. And the shot no good. A bit short. Pistons leading by 6. Griffin dishes to Robinson. And Chandler sends it back. And he recovers it. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. That one on Chandler. Robert Covington's checked in for Philadelphia. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Jackson's checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good. Robinson. Now Fultz. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And here's Covington from the arc. Rebound, Detroit. Drummond's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after him. That shot by Griffin, no good. The 76ers trail by 9. Up top, Fultz, guarded by Jackson. The feed to Saric. Shoots over Griffin. The offensive rebound. And the shot goes in from Fultz.
Second chance opportunities. The great equalizer.
Pistons leading by 7. Out left to the wing. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Hammers the alley-oop through.
You see Griffin keeping his eyes up, looking for a hole in that defense.
Here's Fultz. Connects on the foul line jumper. Fultz has got 6 in the quarter.
Really smoking the Nets now after a difficult time shooting in the first half.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. Pass to Griffin. Jackson down low. Guarded by Fultz. And Drummond throws it down.
And this is what can happen when Drummond gets into a rhythm, able to score with some consistency.
Here's Fultz. Inside. Muscala, the pass to Redick. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Covington. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
Has his man, just misses with the pass. Not sure what happened on that play.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Johnson, he's checked in for Muscala. And it's Crawford in for J.J. Redick. Here's Jackson. Outside Griffin. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. There's Crawford with the 3. But they recover it. Up top, Fultz. 5 on the clock. Out to Saric. Beyond the arc. And the 76ers get it back. Here's Crawford. Clock at 6. Floats one up. No good on that one. Great D that time from Griffin. Pass to Jackson. Griffin against Saric. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
I love the way of Griffin. Eye on the prize, going after the rim. Is either going to dunk it or you're going to foul him.
And the 76ers making a change here. Chandler's checked in.
One shot, gentlemen.
A free throw drops for Griffin. 1:49 left in the fourth. Fultz with the ball. Jackson on him. It'll go, and the Detroit lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Fultz.
And how about the intensity that Fultz is bringing? Doesn't back down from the challenge, steps up and delivers even while being hit.
Griffin, it's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one.
It's fine to extend your defense to try and create turnovers, but guys have to help each other.
That's been a problem for them all game. Teamwork is something you just can't turn on and off.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Griffin, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Pachulia, he's checked in for Blake Griffin.
One shot. One shot.
Free throw drops for Crawford.
Jamal Crawford, the former Michigan Wolverine, continues to thrive as a scorer.
Pistons leading by 9. And here's Jackson. Kicks it to Pachulia.
Shooting 2.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
He entered the league with high expectation. Drummond made a lot of mistakes early, as one would expect. Now starting to come into his own.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. The 76ers trail by 9. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Jackson with it. He kicks it to Pachulia. Drummond in the post. Guarded by Fultz. Bounce pass from Drummond. Crawford with the steal.
And unfortunately, it's time for them to say night-night.
There's some big-time teaching moments tonight. Hopefully, they become a better team for it.
And they definitely have the edge in those fast break points.
They can't be afraid to keep pushing the basketball in transition, because in a half-court set, they're struggling a little bit.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Job well done at the line on that possession. They'll make things a little easier on themselves if they can convert those.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They're down by 7. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Blake Griffin.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
If he could only contribute like this for them every night, you can't overstate how much better it makes this team when he has a game like this, and on the road no less. .26 seconds left in the fourth, and Philadelphia calls time here. They're trailing by 7. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Okay, Philadelphia, let's give a hand to your own Sixers dancers. Mike Muscala.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Sharch finds Covington. A three-pointer off the mark. Now here's Jackson, guarded by Fultz. Outside Jackson. And so it's Detroit with the W. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Z, you guys were playing a team that really gave you a great effort, but you were able to overcome that and get the win.
Well, we expected this kind of game from them, but you know we gotta do our thing. You know what we're doing, play our game. We have to bring the energy. That's the most important thing right now.
Zaza, thanks for your time, man. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.